Start with a magic ring for the first round, then work 16 double crochets. Begin with 3 chain stitches, followed by 15 double crochets. After it's done, tighten the yarn loop. I won't demonstrate this part in detail. Once the first round is done, we move on to the second round. Start with a slip stitch to the left. Then we begin making the small flower. 1, 2, 3. 3 chain stitches. Return and work into the front loop of this slip stitch. Make 2 double crochets. 3 chain stitches. Return and slip stitch into the front loop. Then complete the 4 petals, in sequence, all in the front loop. Three chain stitches, a slip stitch. For the third petal, 3 chain stitches, 2 double crochets. 3 chain stitches and a slip stitch. The fourth petal, 3 chain stitches, 2 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and a slip stitch. Each of small flowers has 4 petals. Then let's do another chain stitch. And wrap the stitch around the back of the flower. We find the position of the next stitch in the first round, and make a slip stitch. Slip 1 stitch. Slip the second stitch. Join with a slip stitch to the third chain. Slip the fourth stitch again. On the fourth stitch, we start crocheting the next small flower. We crochet 1 flower every 4 stitches. In this round, crochet 4 small flowers in total. After finishing the second round, it looks like this. We will complete the remaining parts of the hydrangea, according to the chart. Now let's move on to the leaves of the hydrangea. Start with a hydrangea. And 2 adjacent leaves will share 1 stitch. We are picking the 11th round of the hydrangea. That is, the round with double crochets. After the slip stitch, crochet 2 chain stitches. Work an incomplete double crochet in the next stitch. Combine it with the previous 2 chains. It's equivalent to a double crochet 2 stitches together. Next is also a double crochet 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. Then comes 23 double crochets. Then hook 2 groups, a double crochet 2 stitches together. The first incomplete double crochet. The second incomplete double crochet, combined into 1 stitch. Then do another one, incomplete double crochet, combined into 1 stitch. Okay? Let's put on a stitch marker. One leaf takes up 3 groups of holes. Then we start crocheting the leaf motif. Take out the color for the leaf motif. Start with the second stitch from the right, slip stitch it in. Then make a double treble crochet. The position is near the closest one. On the right side of this flower. On this double crochet, at the 11th round position. End with a double treble crochet. Now we'll do 12 chain stitches. Then do a double crochet right in the middle of this flower, also picking up the 11th round. We start from this side. Count 5 stitches from the left, or 6 stitches from the right to the left, picking up the 11th round of the flower, and do a double crochet. This is the very middle of this leaf. Then crochet 12 chain stitches. And one more double treble crochet to the middle stitch where the flower is located. Still picking up round 11 and continue crocheting. After completing, slip stitch it to the second chain from the hook. Move the stitch marker to the new position. Then we start the second round of the leaf. Start with 2 chain stitches. Turn your work. Insert the hook into the second stitch of the leaf. And work a double crochet 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. Then we need to hide the yarn tail of the leaf motif. On the wrong side of the flower. The yarn tail always stays on the wrong side, including this chain. It should also stay on the wrong side. Then work another double crochet 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. Find the first round of the leaf. On the 3rd and 4th stitches, work a double crochet 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. Then work 9 double crochets. When working the next double crochet, we need to make sure the leaf motif stays on the outside, so the next double crochet should go behind the leaf motif. Work 1 double crochet here. Here you need to crochet 9 double crochets to cover this chain of slip stitches. Start with a double crochet 2 stitches together, DC2 tog, still in the same position. Work 1 DC2 tog, then we'll work another DC2 tog. Find the 2 decrease points, where we started earlier. Work 1 DC2 tog. Move the stitch marker to a new position. Now it's time to start working on the leaf motif. Begin with 2 chain stitches. Then slip stitch into the second stitch from the right. After slipping, work 1 triple treble crochet. The position for inserting the needle is on the third stitch to the right of this one. Yarn over 4 times. Work it onto the third stitch. Once completed, chain 10 stitches. Pick up the middle of the leaf motif. And then work a front post double crochet, FPDC. Then make 10 chain stitches. Work 1 triple treble crochet. The insertion position is on the third stitch to the left of the central stitch. Then slip stitch into the second to last stitch. We can directly make 2 chains. Every time you change rows, you need to chain 2 stitches. Let's work on the leaf again. Turn the work. Wrap the yarn tail to the back. Chain 2 stitches. Then work a double crochet 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. After completing it, on the second stitch, make sure to hide all chain stitches at the back. Locate the third and fourth stitches from the right. And work a double crochet 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. Then work 7 double crochets. Work the next double crochet behind the leaf motif. Then work 7 double crochets on the front. This will cover the chain stitch. Next, work finally on the outside. Crochet a double crochet 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. Then make 2 chains. Move the stitch marker position. Now work on the leaf motif. There are already 2 chains on the leaf motif. Slip stitch into the second chain. Below, work a front post double treble crochet. In the placement of the first row's double crochet. Yarn over 4 times. Next, work 7 chains. Then work a front post double crochet. The insertion point is the middle double crochet of the leaf motif. Work 7 more chains. Then work another front post double treble crochet in the first double crochet. After completing, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. Work 2 chains. Next, work on another leaf. Make 2 beginning chain stitches, then work a double crochet 2 stitches together with an adjacent incomplete double crochet stitch. Then hide all the yarn tails at the back of the flower. Hide the chains at the back as well. Pick up a stitch from the front. Work a double crochet 2 stitches together. Then work 5 double crochets. Next, work another double crochet behind the leaf motif. When we say front and back, it's relative to the direction the fabric piece is facing. When the fabric piece is facing you, that side is considered the front. Then cover the chains. Work 5 double crochets. Then work a double crochet 2 stitches together. Work another a double crochet 2 stitches together. After completing, make 2 chain stitches. For the leaf motif, we still slip stitch on the second stitch from the right, then work a front post treble crochet. The insertion point is in the middle of the second row. Then make 5 chains, followed by a front post double crochet. The insertion point is in the middle of the leaf motif here. Make 5 chain stitches. Work another front post treble crochet. The position is the same as explained before. Slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Make 2 chain stitches. Move the stitch marker to a new position. Turn your work. Hide all the yarn tails at the back. Work a double crochet 2 stitches together. Here, you need to cover the chain stitches. Then work 3 double crochets. The next double crochet is hidden behind the leaf motif. Follow with 3 more double crochets. A double crochet 2 stitches together. Work another double crochet 2 stitches together. Make 2 chain stitches, then crochet around the leaf motif again. Move the stitch marker to a new position. Slip stitch in the second chain position. After the slip stitch, work a front post treble crochet. The insertion point is at the third row of the main leaf motif. Then chain 3. Work another front post double crochet. Chain 3 again. Work a front post treble crochet. The entry position is the same as previously explained. Slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Chain 2 to start. Turn the work. Pull all the yarn tails to the back of the flower. At this point, the wrong side of the fabric is facing us. Then work double crochet, 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. This will cover the leaf motif. Work another double crochet, decrease, DC2 tog. Continue with 1 double crochet. Work another double crochet on the side hidden by the leaf motif. Move to the side not covered by the leaf motif. To work 1 double crochet there, work double crochet, 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. Work another double crochet, decrease, DC2 tog. Make 2 chain stitches. Change the marker position. Slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Work 1 front post double crochet, FPDC. Into the nearest double crochet stitch. Make 3 chain stitches. Work another front post double crochet, FPDC. Slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Make 2 chain stitches. Turn the work. Hide the yarn tail at the back. The leaf section is almost finished. We are close to completing the leaf. Work double crochet, 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. To cover the chain stitches next, crochet 1 double crochet, 3 stitches together. This is the double crochet, 3 stitches together. Work another double crochet, 2 stitches together, DC2 tog. Make 2 chain stitches. Then continue with the leaf motif. Work 1 front post double crochet, FPDC, in this position. The leaf motif is now complete. Chain 1 more stitch, break the yarn. Turn the work. Crochet 1 double crochet, 3 stitches together. Treat these 2 chains as an incomplete double crochet stitch. Thread the yarn tail to the back of the motif. Work 3 incomplete double crochet stitches. Then draw through 3 loops at once. Chain 1 stitch. This completes 1 leaf. The leaves are arranged in pairs of the same color facing each other. 2 darker colors and 2 lighter colors. After completing the hydrangea motif, the blanket will be in a square shape. The first 5 rounds can be completed by following the chart. It's a simple method. Start changing colors on the 6th and 7th rounds. You can complete them according to the pattern chart. Now let's look at the edging pattern. Let me explain something first. At the corner position, after finishing the leftmost motif, there are 8 chain stitches. Then move to the other side of the corner. Start counting from the first stitch. Slip stitch on the fourth stitch. If this is the starting position, we also find the fourth stitch for the slip stitch, after changing colors in this round. We need to pick up the front loops to work the pattern. While pick up the back loops to work the background color, for the first round of picking up stitches. At the second stitch position, work a 5DC popcorn. Work 2 chain stitches, then skip 1 stitch and go to the second stitch position to make a slip stitch. Then at the position from the previous round, skip 2 stitches. And at the third stitch position, work 2 treble crochet 2 stitches into the same stitch, TR2 in 1. In the next stitch, work 2 double crochets into the same stitch, DC2 in 1. Remember, here we are picking up the front loops only. Work 2 more TR2 in 1. Then slip stitch on the 6th stitch next. When slipping, we only pick the front loop, and leave the back loop for the base color later. Then work 6 chain stitches. Slip stitch again on the 6th stitch. For this slip stitch, pick the front loop only as well. You can also pick both strands to slip stitch here, but doing so might affect the following crocheting. When picking the back loops for the base color, then hook the next group of patterns. Now let's look at the third round of the base color. Let's talk about the last corner part. This is the final stitch here. Work 1/2 double crochet. Then make 4 chain stitches as a beginning. These 4 chains represent 1 treble crochet. Then work another treble crochet in the same position. Here we are picking the back loops only for crocheting. That means all the base color stitches pick half loops, and for the pattern, pick the front loops only. Pick the back loops and work 4 double crochets. When you encounter a pattern, just pick the back loops to make the pattern stand out. When you encounter a chain group, insert the hook from the front. Then pick the back loops and move the chain group to the back. Then at the position of the pattern, we still pick the back loops only. We've reached the position of this chain group again, and we still insert the hook from the front to pick the back loops. This way, we can work the double crochets while hiding the chains. That completes the second round of the edging pattern. In the previous round, you can keep the yarn connected without cutting it. Then crochet 15 chains and join them together. Count 5 stitches to the left from the popcorn stitch in the previous round, and pick up the half stitch on the 5th stitch for a slip stitch. For the following pattern, we will be picking up the front loops only. Next, we need to crochet a cluster pattern 1. These 6 treble crochets are all incomplete stitches. Then pull through all loops. After that, we chain 4. Count 4 stitches to the left, and at the 4th stitch, join with a slip stitch. Remember, here we still pick the front loops only. After picking the front loop and slipping stitching, we move to the second row after changing colors, counting from the left. At the position of the 3rd stitch, we crochet a front post treble crochet puff stitch with 4 stitches. Then chain 10. Next, we work the second group of patterns. This group is still counting 5 stitches to the left from the popcorn stitch, and at the 5th stitch, pick the front loop and join with a slip stitch. We then proceed to the 4th round in the base color. Start with 4 chain stitches as the beginning, then work a treble crochet in this space. At this point, it's as if there are 2 treble crochets on the hook. Next, pick the back loop only, and work double crochets corresponding to each stitch. Except for the corners. In this round, we are picking only the back loops. When you reach the slip stitch position, pick the back loop and work a double crochet. Move to the chain stitch position from the previous round. When working the double crochet, insert the hook from the front and pick the back loop. This will hide the chain stitch. At the slip stitch position, we need to expose the motif. So we insert the hook from the back. Repeat the above steps accordingly. Now we are at the first round of hooking the leaves in the second section of motif 1. Start with a slip stitch. Then, in the next stitch, work a front post treble crochet. Then chain 2. Skip 1 stitch. Pick the front loop and work a double crochet. Chain 2 again. Then at the position below the double crochet, work a front post treble crochet. Follow with 2 chains. Work another front post treble crochet. The insertion point is at the stone motif. Continue with 4 chain stitches. Work 1 front post triple treble. Insert the hook into the next stitch position. Finally, slip stitch in the second stitch to the left of the stone motif. Continue with 4 more chain stitches. Skip 3 stitches, slip stitch in the 4th stitch. That completes one group of the pattern. For row 5, we work on the pattern where the stem of a plant is located. At the motif section, we insert the hook from the back, so the motif stands out. For the chain stitch position, we insert the hook from the front to cover the chain stitch. Repeat these steps accordingly. That finishes one group of the pattern. After completing the previous round of motifs, we work 2 rounds of double crochets. All are picking half stitches. To start the next round of motifs, we locate the far right stitch of each group. Then move upwards to the round we need to work on. Count 2 stitches to the right, slip stitch in the second stitch. Then, on the far right leaf, work 1 front post treble crochet, followed by 4 chain stitches. Work on the second leaf, 1 front post treble crochet, 4 chain stitches, another front post treble crochet, 4 chain stitches again, then 1 front post triple crochet, and finally slip stitch at the joining position on the far left leaf, connecting it to the corresponding spot above. Chain 2. 1 motif group is done. Move on to the next motif group. Continue with the same method, moving upwards, and count 2 stitches to the right. That is, insert the needle in the place that is 1 stitch apart from the previous pattern group. Begin crocheting the next motif group. For the next round of crocheting, keep the motifs in front as before, and place the chain stitches at the back. Locate the first stitch position for each slip stitch connection. Pick up the back loop and work 1 double crochet. When you reach the position of the chain stitch, cover the chain stitch, and pick the back loop to work 3 double crochets. At the pattern's position, directly pick the back loop and work 1 double crochet. Then, come to the front and work 3 double crochets into the back loops. Repeat the above steps in sequence. This way, the next round of 1 motif group will be revealed. For the third round of the leaf, find the 3 stitches on the far right of each group. Pull up a slip stitch in the middle stitch here. Then, work 1 front post double crochet on the second leaf. Next, chain 15. Move to the next group. The method is relatively simple. Behind the leaf motif, pick the back loop. This will reveal the leaf pattern. At the chain stitch position, bring it to the back as well. Pick the back loop and crochet. I'll stop the demonstration here. Next, let's work on the 5th round of the motif. According to the chart, find the insertion point. And pull up a slip stitch. Then pick up from this position below, and crochet 1 front post treble crochet. Chain 14 after that. Move to the next group. Pick the front loop and work 1 slip stitch. The next round of base color crocheting is also quite simple. It only has 1 pattern repeat. We still pick the back loop on the wrong side of the motif and insert the hook into the chain stitch position from the front. Pick the back loop and cover the chain while crocheting. The method is pretty simple. Since part of the video is damaged, I'll refer to the pattern chart to explain the crocheting of the irises after completing 14 rounds. We move upwards from the fork position of the short stem that corresponds to the front. Pick up the front loop from round 14 and slip stitch. Then crochet a treble crochet 2 stitches into the same stitch, and crochet together TR2 bobble. After finishing that, crochet 7 chain stitches on the 7th chain stitch. Pick the front loop and slip stitch. Next, we start crocheting the iris flower. The first petal starts from the slip stitch here. First, crochet 8 chain stitches, then, on round 12, at a distance of 4 stitches away from this short fork, pick the front loop and slip stitch. Then refer to the chart. Match these 8 chain stitches accordingly, and on the second chain from the hook, work a double crochet, 1 treble crochet, 1 double treble crochet, another treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet, then finish with a slip stitch. Next, start the second petal in the same way. Crochet 8 chain stitches again, and on round 11 at this position, make a slip stitch. The method for crocheting the petals has already been explained above. For the third petal, please refer to the video for guidance. The third large petal, on the row above the second stitch to the left of the third leaf. Perform a slip stitch. Still work the double crochet on the second chain from the hook. Then treble crochet, double treble crochet, here just pick up the half loop of the chain stitch as usual. Double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and finally slip stitch in the original position. After completing the 3 large petals, we can turn the petals over. And then work 3 small petals. Start with 6 chain stitches. And again work a double crochet in the second chain from the hook. We can see that the iris petals are thicker at the top and finer near the flower core. Then work 1 treble crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and finally slip stitch back to this place, following the same method. Continue working 2 more small petals. I won't demonstrate it further. This is what the entire flower looks like when finished. For the remaining 3 small petals, we will secure them when we crochet to the past row. Then chain 7. In the middle, skip 6 stitches, and crochet a small flower bud in the position of the 7th stitch. The technique is the same as demonstrated earlier. Then chain 7 again, with an interval of 6 stitches. On the 7th stitch, work a large flower bud. This large flower bud should be worked on the leaf below. The stitch technique used is DTR3 bobble. Let me demonstrate the method. The insertion point is right here. Pass through all the loops on the hook in once. The crochet method for this group of patterns, including the small flower buds, is all the same. There are a total of 5 groups of flowers. Large flower buds are separated by 1 large flower. Alternate crocheting. The next step is to crochet the extended part of the stem. From the small flower bud, count 2 stitches to the left. Pick up the front loop and make a slip stitch. Then, crochet a front post treble crochet on the independent stem. After that, crochet 14 chain stitches. Then move on to the next group of patterns. Again, count 2 stitches to the left and make a slip stitch. The method is relatively simple. For the 11th round of the base color, work double crochet by picking up the back loops only. When you encounter 3 petals, we need to flip the petals over. Twist them into this shape, with 2 petals facing inward and 1 petal facing outward. Then take the top of the left petal and insert the hook. Insert it in front of the chain stitch. Pick up the back loop of the next stitch and work 1 double crochet. Then continue picking the back loops to make 5 double crochets. Here, you still need to cover the chain stitch. Next, place the outward facing petal in the middle. Find the top of the inward facing petals. Curl it a bit first. Again, pick the back loop. Crochet 1 double crochet. For the remaining stitches, pick the back loops as usual, and cover the chain stitch to finish the crocheting that follows. When you encounter a pattern, pick the back loops to expose the design. At the chain stitches, pick the back loops while covering the chains. Since the flowers are spaced apart, we can continue completing it using the method mentioned above. Our petals, after being crocheted, may look uneven. You can flip them. This will make them more spread out and relaxed. For the background color in round 12, you will pick the back loops as usual. There's only one special spot. When you secure between 2 petals. In the previous round, That is, the stitch in the middle of the group of 5 double crochets. We need to use it to secure the petal that flips outward. At the position of the third chain, we find the back of the petal. And pick up a stitch, then pick the back loop of the third stitch. And connect these 2 stitches together. For the rest, just pick the back loops as usual. Now let's work on the small flower bud above. Locate this stem and extend it upward. Work a TR2 bobble. After completing it, break the yarn. For this small flower bud, work 3 in each row, which means making 3 small flower buds where there are large flowers. On 13th round, after changing the base color, the method is relatively simple. You just need to pick up the half loop. And while crocheting, make sure to hide the yarn tails. Similarly, ensure the pattern shows through. Insert the hook from the back where there's a pattern, then weave in the yarn tails. That completes the last group of flower buds. Between these 2 flowers, you can see that one flower branch is still empty. Follow this branch upward to this point and join with a slip stitch. Then work DTR3 bobble. While crocheting, you can hide the yarn tail inside. The insertion spot is above the stem. After finishing, go back to the starting point and work another slip stitch. Fasten off the yarn. This way, each side will have 2 large flower buds. Finally, pick the back loops and work a round of double crochets. At the same time, tuck the yarn tail in. This section is now completed.